Tesla continues to set production records. There are fresh reports about Giga Texas opening this week, a new time frame for the orbital Starship launch, Tesla's resistance against solar panel penalties in California, and their new sponsorship for electric car racing on today's episode. So, let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome to Tesla News, where we bring you the newest and best updates about Tesla and Elon Musk. For daily videos, please consider subscribing to our channel. Electrek.com has posted an article where it said, in an overnight update to its online configurator, Tesla changed the ranges of several of its most popular Model 3 and Model Y trims. The update seems to coincide with Tesla shifting production to the end of 2022 model year. Model years are not as big as a deal with Tesla as it is with most other automakers, since the electric automaker doesn't wait for a new model year to implement changes in its vehicles. It added, it continuously introduces new features and changes throughout the year as they are ready for production. However, some model years coincide with bigger changes. For the 2022 model year, Tesla appears to have made changes that affected the range of Model 3 and Model Y vehicles. Let's discuss further now in detail. The statistics are here again, and Tesla has again surpassed expectations and set new milestones for electric vehicle deliveries, with over 308,000 vehicles delivered in Q4 2021. Tesla has now produced over 936,000 vehicles in total in 2021, which isn't quite the 1 million car bull case that most of us were expecting for at the start of the year, but it's near enough, especially given the company's enormous setbacks throughout the year. This is a truly magnificent performance. When we look at the split by car type, we can see that Tesla only delivered slightly under 25,000 Model S and Model X vehicles in the year, while 911,208 Model 3 and Model Y vehicles were delivered in 2021. These figures easily outperformed Wall Street's financial analysis predictions of 206,000 automobiles delivered in the fourth quarter and 897,000 for the entire year of 2021. In total, yearly vehicle deliveries increased by 87% in 2021, compared to 2020, when the business delivered slightly under 500,000 cars. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, so please correct me if I'm incorrect. Is one of a few YouTubers who fly drones over the Giga Texas building site on a regular basis and post progress updates. On December 31st, he tweeted that he had learned on site that manufacturing at Giga Texas would begin next week, which would now be this week, implying that vehicle production might be taking place at the plant right now. According to the construction workers Joe spoke with, Model Y manufacturing will begin on January 2nd at the Austin factory, and Tesla personnel are already driving finished Model Y cars inside the factory, with several completed models being shipped out of Texas for crash testing and other testing. He also states that manufacture of Cybertrucks will begin on January 2nd at the Austin factory, although I'm not sure how seriously I should take that. So, this Model Y body should be designed for just a structural battery pack with 4680 cells, which we understand serves as the floor and seat mounts within the car, though there is still nothing to indicate that there are fully assembled and functional Model Ys inside the building, so we'll have to wait and see. Tesla has launched the new AMD Ryzen chip and 12-volt lithium-ion battery in Model 3 and Model Y vehicles made in the United States. This is something we first learned about a few weeks ago in a leak from Tesla Europe, which revealed that new Model 3 and Model Y vehicles coming to Europe that are made in China would come with the same AMD Ryzen chip that powers the media computer in the new Model S and Model X, and the Model Y performance made in the United States. We by now know that this new AMD chip has processing power comparable to that of a PlayStation 5 gaming console, which is a significant improvement over the previous Intel Atom chip that powered the Model 3 and Y center display. The new system can load apps about twice as fast as before and demonstrates much smoother performance and shorter buffering time in the navigation and maps programs. As for the new battery, the greatest feature about these new 12-volt cells is that they can withstand extreme temperatures. We had been told in November that the review process would be completed by December 31st, 2021, but just a few days ago, earlier that timeframe. Just a few days earlier, that timeframe was amended to February 28, 2022. In a statement, the organization says, quote, underneath the oversight of the FAA, SpaceX is presently drafting reactions for the over 18,000 public comments received on the Drought P and will continue to do so. The majority of those will be from either SpaceX fans or Elon Musk detractors, which would be exhausting to read all day. This means that Elon's optimistic timeline of a first launch in January or February will not happen, which is a bummer. But on the other hand, this is an unprecedented launch of the world's largest and most powerful rocket, so it's probably not bad that these things have a lengthy approval process either way. There is still a lot of work to be done at Starbase, including multiple static fire tests on the Super Heavy B4 booster, filling the tank farm with methane, and testing the robot arms on the launch tower. The more time that SpaceX has to work on these things, the more likely the first launch will be a success. Tesla is rallying its staff to resist California's new NEM 3.0 legislation, which has the potential to kill the company. The solar panel market NEM 3.0 is a contentious proposal from the California Public Utilities Commission that would make significant changes to net metering for solar customers of the state's three major electric utilities. The credit for energy that residential solar owners put back into the grid would be slashed to a wholesale rate of just about 4 cents per kilowatt hour, destroying the value of residential solar in California, particularly for those who live in the state's hotspots. It means that someone with a 10 kilowatt hour system will have to spend $80 per month to stay connected to the grid and send back electricity at the new lower cost, which is a pain. There will be no economic benefit to adapting solar energy under this new system, unless you can go completely off-grid and disconnect your utility provider completely. Tesla, which hopes to turn its solar and battery system into a major decentralized electric utility, has now voiced its opposition to the proposal and invited employees in California to write to the California Public Utilities Commission to inform them of their opposition. Quote was written about the firm in addition to additional steps. Tesla is pushing their employees and supporters to attend the Save Our Solar rallies on January 13th in both San Francisco and Los Angeles. Although we are aware that Tesla does not engage in official advertising, we recently learned that the business would begin sponsoring Formula SAE electric racing teams with free battery cells and reduced hardware. Formula SAE is a group that organizes student competitions and the topic of mobility. The goal is to design, build, and test their own homemade race cars. Over the last decade, electric vehicles have been increasingly popular among students, engineering teams, competing in competitions. Tesla has already hired several students who competed in Formula SAE events after the fact. But now the manufacturer wants to become involved earlier in the process and actively support some teams, as part of Tesla's objective to expedite the world's transition to sustainable energy. John Frutardo, a staff mechanical design engineer at the company, writes, "To produce electric vehicles, the automaker will provide teams competing in Formula SAE and Formula student competitions around the world with one of two options: up to 1,000 high-performance 18,650 cylindrical Tesla battery cells, or a significant discount on pre-built modules and other hardware provided by Anypack, a company that creates custom components for Tesla prototypes." Finally, Tesla announced that it will produce sponsored teams with the opportunity to have their designs reviewed by some of the world's top electric powertrain engineers, as well as a guidance throughout the design and validation process, which is pretty cool. Tesla is investing in the future of engineering talent and making electric car technology more accessible to that growing talent. So this was all. Add your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit the bell icon and also like, subscribe, and share our channel, and stay with us till our next video. We will see you soon with our next video, so be with us and go watch our Tesla Model X video on your left to see some positive aspects about it as well. Or you can also watch newly updated Tesla Model 3 2022 on your right and learn more about the Tesla world. Thank you so much for watching.